Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And welcome back to watching The Best Attorney on YouTube. I can solve any case without making a single mistake. I'm so lying. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia. What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz around the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey! I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clock word out, sorry. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in the P-trial meeting before it. Until then, that sneeze messed up my whole, talking. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like, burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. I was so loud. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye and Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho, you are not configurous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Again? Yo, we gotta get rid of that thinker statue, bro. That's the second murder with that. Red, white, blue. Dang. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Day in Co-Law Offices. Uh-oh. I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. I smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia, the chief's okay. Okay, so how do I... Oh, I have to click? Well, okay, well... Okay, there we go. That smell! Blood! Sis? Somebody's there. Chief? Chief! I'm not screaming. It's too late at night for that. Who are you? Dang. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally, he was cold. Chief. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there's any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper? It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Crap. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Chief's chair. A simple, functional design feels pretty good to sit in too. Did not need to know that. Some shards of glass scattered on the floor. They seem to be in the remains of glass from the light stand. The Frey & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. A nice luxurious place. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used was this PC was for emails. He picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. Hope she didn't run on me. Yipes. Who says that? Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there would be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. What? Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective... Not saying his name. Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, Kay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? Case closed. You're coming down to the Oh my god, hold on. I just gotta calm down. I can't read. I'm reading too quick. I'm reading too quick. What? Maya's younger sister, Mia's younger sister Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6, 9:07 a.m. Detention Center Visitor Room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up in like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha. So he crashed and burned. He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh? Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I'm ever in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Wow, okay. My fault. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. Warner's visiting room hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Smile for the camera. I don't think there's really any point in examining the room. Can't move anywhere. Move back to the office. Could you tell me more about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for the upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made? How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. You want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on the phone call? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure. Thanks. Memo. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. So you're an acolyte, medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real, honest to goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all of that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact Mia Spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh. Something the matter? I was wondering, can I ask you a favor? This is the address of the famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you can go ask him to represent me? See, I want to refuse, because I want to be the one. But I also don't want to be like, no. I'm sorry. I think this is the kind of thing you should really do yourself. You're right. Something wrong? Actually, I asked the police to contact him and they tried calling him a few times. Nobody could get a hold of him. They couldn't find him? I have no one left to ask. Say, what about your parents? Dang. Okay, don't worry. I'll go ask him for you. You will? Thank you so much. I'm just worried what will happen if I can't find him. They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Can you tell me more about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for the upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then, I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Conversation I had with my sister clear on cell phone. Alrighty. I could see what happens if I present this to her, but like... Remember that receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? Yeah. I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but... That detective thinks I did it. And might as well show her the statue. I wanted to ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. Better not ask her about this for now. Okay, then there's no reason for me being here. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention running an office like this. I guess I'll have to come back later. September 6th, Banco Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name. Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were? Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway. Get the name right? And don't go calling me... I wasn't going to. Yes, sir? Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. I was wondering, did you see Maya Frey's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Huh? Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. This is the one we heard at the beginning, right? Yeah, this is from the beginning. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. You might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Time of death, 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. What? Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. That was just a confusing sentence to, like, word. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you plan on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial, but she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should have known better than to try and get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss Fay. May. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait. You do know him, don't you? Of course not. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who will do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Backspace. You can go check. You can go back here. He's still not here. Alright. That's not what I meant to do. Go talk to the witness. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Remember to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, and let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Not what I meant to do. There's a screwdriver in here. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, not saying that. You really shouldn't pry around in someone else's room now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside that drawer. I don't think she would know anything about any of this evidence. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movie. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Odd. I better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, Tremont, if you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, boy. Could you... Just who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Whoa. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on that table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. Just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective. Why don't you go and look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like noisy little lawyers. Oh boy. This music is really annoying. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. law office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clear from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize her face from this distance, though. Good to know. Ah, still scene painting. Wait, shouldn't that be still life? Yes, it should be. Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. You wouldn't know anything, because she didn't see anything, I don't think. I mean, I could try. Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness, you understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness, just like in the movies. I gotta get out of here. She's really annoying. No. Jesus Christ. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry. I haven't seen him yet. I see. Better go see if I can find this lead lawyer she's talking about. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha. So you're the one that says they've been looking for me? Yes, that's me. He even looks grander than I imagined. That's so crazy to say to someone. That badge on your collar? Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? And how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see me, the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually it's about Maya. Maya Fey? Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Quite a strange reaction. Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway. I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He fused me before I even got the chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is, Mia Fey's sister. Mia entrusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyways. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now? I've got nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How do you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the wave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. I think that's all he's gonna talk to me about. I don't think showing him any of this is gonna... Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Fine. Weirdo. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well... What do I tell her? Oh, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. really happened. You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. I don't know. But she could still be alive. The women in the family have excuse me, been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in a incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and as she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh. Also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her. All by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother's life? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state appointed my lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? We defended her, what the freak? I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... no one is sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, you smiled at last. You look like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look in the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. I know where we're going. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? I beg your pardon, sir? I am bellboy of the establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come to deliver room service, sir. You know where Miss May might be? I guess Miss May is currently using, facilities? If you've no need for anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No! Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. You came back so quick. Might I ask you to inform you, Miss May, there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. Wright of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right. Sure. Mr. Wright of Blue Corp? Wherever heard that name? White. That was his name, my sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Jesus. Could it be a coincidence? Accidentally click move. There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? I don't think we can use this in court. Don't things that, like, found and used for evidence have to be out in the open? Technically, we searched her drawer for this, even though it was open. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in our hotel room? There's a story behind it all. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's evidence, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean... You know what I mean. Oh, bellboy. Still here? Uh-oh. Time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. I feel like we can do the courtroom before I end the episode. Did I not already? September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Frey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give your court the opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Frey, was on the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective in charge of homicides down at the we skipping that. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Why does he have a floor map? The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue? Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Frey, who was found on the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe? Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the police phone came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people already there. The defendant, Miss Maya Frey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Frey. Why, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Frey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination, what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Oof. Smack. Hey, why you just threw something at me? What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness testimony, he would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give it a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Alright, so what I think, right, is right here. It says we had a witness account describing her. But if you remember when we was in the hotel, in her room, when we examined the window, they were saying how it would be very hard to see somebody and describe them. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. You did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you. Okay. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claims was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious. And she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have disadvantages. So when pressing, it doesn't matter what I do it. It just if I can't find anything. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my very own eyes. I found a memo written on with a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was in the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's fingers. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's a baseless claim. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Baseless claim. Again. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on it with a piece of... Oh wait, we read this. Also there was blood found on the victim before she died. This is... Do we have any evidence for this? Murder scene. Floor plan. That's evidence. All right. I think I should press him again. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Do you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Whoa. Stop right there. The witness' opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony? Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. After securing the suspect with very own eyes, found a memo written on with pistol on it or Meyer, written clearly in blood. Yeah. Lab result was in the victim's. Blood found on a finger. Before she died, wrote the killer's name. See the my own eyes. On a memo with them written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. What the freak? Hold on. What the freak? Broken remains of a glass light stand broken beyond all recognition. Found a memo written on a piece. On it was the word Maya written clearly in blood. Blood flowed. Victims. Also, there was blood on the victim's finger. Before she died, the criminal killed her. Sole testimony catered. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own. I found the memo with a piece of paper next to the victim's body. That's correct. Wait. That's not true. Didn't I have the piece of paper? No, I didn't. Did I pick it up? Or was it just next to the body and I just added it to the... What the freak, man? I'm stuck. The word Meyer was written clearly in blood. Lab test showed that the blood found on her. She died. What if I just present this? Dang, I'm confused. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in the statement, Your Honor. That's not right. Ah. I'm so confused. Yo, what? I'm genuinely confused. Because this part, there's nothing I can say about this. But like... What the freak? Because I have nothing to do with the lab test results shown with the blood. Like, I have nothing to think about that. So do I press again? I don't understand. I feel like I have to press him again. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. Got a bad feeling about this. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. I'm just scared. What the freak, bro? No. Piece of... I'm gonna press him about this because I feel like I was holding the piece of paper at the time he grabbed it. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh ho! And who did write it, smarty pants? Who? Oh freak, man. I did it. I wrote the name. The killer, I guess. The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. This stupid freaking lawyer, bro. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, detective, tell us what was written on the memo you found. On it was the word Maya written in blood. Do I just have to press all of these? Do I just have to press all of these? Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. He sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Right, bro? What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood and, hemoglobins, hemoglobin, boblin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, your honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was a mess. Right, where was I? There was blood found around it. Did I press this? Yeah, it did. I pressed this earlier. I'm actually stuck. I actually have no clue. Oh. Wait, was it this? I think it's this one. Because instead of saying the killer, we can actually accuse the witness. Well, it could have been the witness, Miss May. Hold on. The witness was in our hotel room, not the office. Try pulling the other leg, Mr. Wright. Yeah, and while you're at it, pull mine too, pal. Well, detective, tell us what? Yo, huh? What do I do? What do I do? I'm legitimately stuck. His testimony is so good. I feel like anyone who's actually watched this game before is just yelling at me what I should be doing right now. Lab results show that there was blood found around the victim's finger where she died. Excuse me. Alright, hold on. I'm trying to think right now. Alright, after securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test showed a blood of the victim found her. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Before she died, the killer wrote the victim's name. It's this. It's this. How would she have time to write the killer's name if the death was instantaneous? Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want to clarify for me here. You said that the victim, Mia Frey, wrote this note? That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Frey? That really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is the report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. That took way longer than I'd like to admit. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. Mr. Wright? I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When... Day of the murder. When should I say? Because if I say the day of the murder, that doesn't make sense. Day after the murder. Saying I forgot would probably be terrible. I guess did I just tell the truth here? It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine what the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Yo, he's good. I see. I should have known. You'd have something up your sleeve. He's good. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in the report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. You can ding evidence while at the court case? I thought you had to do it before. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call this next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Not the music. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from winking. Aw. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. He's already captured the hearts of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Frey & Co. law offices? That's right. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to the one side and ran away. But that girl, he caught up to her and he hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, he kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Oh, that's so cringy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It was remarkable, solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Frey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimony. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Alright, so this is right. Because she died at 9. And I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. She did have long hair. One attacking her was the mousy little girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away, but that girl caught up to her and she hit her. Pressure on the facts a little bit. How would you have known it was the little mousy girl? How'd you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? No, that's... Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Nah, she might have saw something. Ooh. Did she see nothing, or did she lie? No, she definitely could have seen. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you really had witnessed my client, May Affray, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. He was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say? You mean, lawyer? Oh, the way I'm reading is bad. I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm not reading that. Your testimony again, if you would. I almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim. The woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the middle, in the hippie clothes, ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. Kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I think I know. So, you say she ran off to the right, but I'm pretty sure in the floor plans, she would have ran off to the left since everything is messy. Plus, if she ran off to the right, from the window, you wouldn't have seen her. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this. Oh wait, it does? I don't see anything Huh? What? I'm wrong? How'd you know it was a clock? Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock, the kind of statue-y looking clock, the thinker, I think. Can I present this again? How would she have known it's a clock? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh. You'd like that now, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. So cringy. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Ooh. Frickin' Edgeworth. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with the trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue the question to witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would have been over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it. Say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fray & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to that hotel. You could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give this up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. He took the freaking clock parts out. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing the clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing the clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? But there goes Edgeworth again. Tis. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask when the clock were removed. If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the clockwork was removed? Ho ho! Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Yep. It was made statute thinker and it tells you the time. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. I had to take out the clockwork. Whoops. Went to press E. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woohoo! I have a girly phone. I mean, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order, order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Ugh. A good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 AM. That's so loud. Your Honor, I think this makes it for clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May? Would you care to explain to the court? Just how did you know this weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before? But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence I've already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please proceed this evidence and prove the witness had not seen this clock before. And it's the clock. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the other one isn't here in the police is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? The excuse is not on sale today? Ooh. Oh ho ho. Dang. Okay. What's it to you, Porcupine Head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I, like lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have any opinion on this behavior? Uh-oh, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... you had heard about it. What? No. You didn't... she had held it? You could have heard about it, though. She wouldn't have known if she held it. If she held it, it wouldn't have... because if she had it, the clockwork was gone. Wouldn't have known it was a clock. Still heavy. She heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Wiretap. She put the wiretap in the room, and while they were having the conversation, she heard it. Have a look at this. Ooh, that. I found this in Miss May's room. I feel like this evidence is gonna get overruled because you can't. Again, has to be on the open. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Maya Frey's phone, were you not? Ooh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that is. Objective overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that this witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have no proof of one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Yes. Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon is a clock is the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen to it once more, the conversation between the defendant and the victim. You haven't called in a while. Well, it's actually something I wanted to hold for you. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, use the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Freaking Edgeworth. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. la. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May? Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer? It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the... Whoa. Is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seeing the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. You did it, didn't you? Why the wiretap? Again, she didn't hold it, so she couldn't have done it. So we'd have to ask why the wiretap, right? Because she didn't hold it, she heard that the weapon was a clock on the phone from the wiretap. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy tapping irrelevant? Yeah. You're saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? He's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 a.m. at night. Why, that's just when I was getting my room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Here we go. The witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. You saw the defendant, saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No. They're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. The bellboy's just gonna confirm her story. So I think I might have to hold Miss May down and find another contradiction. Right, on with the cross-examination. What exactly do you have left to examine, Mr. Wright? Miss April May had admitted to the wiretap, yes, but that bears no relevance to the case at hand, murders. There's no way you can prove any contradiction. Uh-oh. I think this can't be the end, but I'm out of evidence. Then I believe the cross-examination is over. Mr. Edgeworth? Does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last. What that means? May is guilty? Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The defense would like to call the bellboy after all. Tisk, tisk, tisk. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy and Miss April May's alibi proves to be solid, then by default, your client, Miss Maya Fay, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth, he's got me backed into a corner, but I don't see any other way to take this. I accept. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Why does he still have the freaking stuff here? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in the business of the 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Mayo will be finished. I am the head bellboy at Gatewater Hotel in business of 4 generations. I believe I received a call at 8 in the evening. Yes, Mr. May. Just looking at my stuff. He asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her on the 9 at the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course, and delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and the point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detailed several times. She was watching a program on a TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. The time of the murder. Brought it to her precisely at the time. She was watching TV. Precisely 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that I be brought then. Oh, bellboy. I like a nice coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. How would she be so particular about the time? Trying to build an alibi. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with the, embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prime demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's not good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any discrepancy, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. Witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Wait. Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it. Now this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Bed making. Check in. He checked him in. Room service or bed making. What would bed making have to do with any? Oh, I accidentally clicked it. No, Mr. Edgeworth, the witness will answer the defense's question. Yes, well, it was quite like any other day's bed making. I changed the sheet, the pillowcase, and then I proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring pillows for two, of course, but they're quite light, you see. I see. Thank you. Pillows for two. Oh boy. What did you just say? Yes, pillows are light, sir. Wait, was that the right answer? Did I just get lucky and click the right answer? Oh boy. Tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. That was the right answer. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss... man was Ray, right? The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously reviewed by Miss April May, was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from the court. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. Court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today. The trial of Miss May. Of Maya Frey. Jesus Christ. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she was... learning her charms won't work everywhere. You're probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. Asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Victim dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in a detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. That was a good chapter. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if all three of those answers were correct, but I accidentally clicked bed making, and it ended up being the right answer. Anyways. That was a really good chapter. I enjoyed that. I was struggling at the beginning, but once I got back into the groove of it, I was cooking. But we'll continue this another day. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I'd like to go to bed. So I'll see y'all later.